It is extremely important to look professionally presentable. In courts, you will find a whole spectrum of lawyers on the scale of being presentable and professional. Depending upon where you practice, dressing well would either be a norm or an exception. You will agree that a person who dresses up well is received with more sincerity. More than anything else, it shows the person who is well dressed and is presentable as sincere to his own reputation. Now, because many lawyers will be shabbily dressed, even if you look shabby, you may still not feel out of place. But that is not how the profession functions. Besides, you have not chosen the profession to blend in. You have chosen the profession to stand out. Thus, being presentable is a soft skill that will help you be identified as a professional advocate. Dressing well puts in a presumption of trustworthiness amongst others, and that is a valuable asset to have. When it comes to band, it should be white and crisp. If the band gets wrinkled or stained, just replace it with a new one. Try to replace your white shirts once they fade away. Do not wear yellow shirts. Avoid any shiny clothes, even white or black shiny clothes. When it comes to formal trousers, the safest option, especially for young advocates, is black trousers. Otherwise, advocates can also wear grey, white, or black and white striped trousers as provided in the Bar Council rules. Any other colors is simply not permitted. A well-fitting black coat, preferably tailor-made, is what you should be wearing. You should ideally have only the top button closed while standing or walking and both buttons open while sitting. This is naturally subject to whether you decide to wear a waistcoat as well. Your gown should be a well-fitting one. It is best if you have your gown stitched. In some parts of India, it is a tradition that your senior or your boss will buy you your first gown. It is important to carry your gown well. It does not look very well if your gown is slipping off your shoulders. Gowns are mandatory in the Supreme Court and in the High Courts. However, some High Courts waive off the condition of wearing gown during summer months. In lower courts and tribunals, you don't wear a gown. You can dress up as per the Bar Council rules. You should wear black formal shoes, which should be polished and shining at all times. Although loafers and Oxfords both are used widely in courts, Oxfords are considered better for a formal sitting. A clean-shaved face is always the best and safest to look. However, how you decide to look is your personal choice. If you decide to have a beard, it should be clean and not shabby. The overall look should be sharp. Any kind of unkempt look is not permissible. Both ladies and gents should stick to their dress prescribed under the rules framed by Bar Council of India. An advocate should not wear bands or gowns in public places other than in courts, except on such ceremonial occasions and at such places as the Bar Council of India or as the court may prescribe. Also, you should ensure that your clerk is also dressed appropriately.